hop on and talk about Black Friday for people on the replay. So I don't have a bunch of dead air. I'll repeat things if I need to, because I will. All right, I'm going to be talking about the Black Friday sales, the things that I think people would really like, even the things that maybe you're unsure about, and share my opinions and thoughts on it. And if you are not a part of my Facebook group, I just went live in there for a long time. I have about 15 minutes to get myself ready before the husband's here, and we have to unload the living room and reload the living room to make it into a formal dining room. Today's my favorite day. Thanksgiving's great, but I swear, I think Wednesday is my favorite day because it's like my decorating day. I am going to be doing some fun things with eyeshadow. I'm using a little bit of Advent Colors, a little bit of Knot, and I'm going to be doing my makeup with mainly Demi brushes because they're on such a good sale. So they are all going to be 40% off. And my top picks for the Demi brushes, I want to share my top picks on Demi brushes here at the beginning in case I have to go really quick, is the Shape Brush. I did this side of my face with the Shape Brush. I did use the Detail Brush also. This Shape Brush is so great for your whole face. You can do it. It's a light application. I still think you should contour with this guy, but it's 40% off along with the Spot Brush, which is great for pimples. I covered my pimples. I'm going to do it on this guy and my redness, but the Spot Brush is good for pimples, broken capillaries. And this is the Bright Brush. It's a little bit bigger on the pointy end. This is great for under eyes also if you have an area more than pinpointing. They both have a nice fluffy end. And then my other favorite Demi brush is the Blur Brush. This brush is a great eyeshadow brush. You have the small end, which is a lot like the small end of the smudge brush, a fluffy end like the eyeshadow brush, but it's 40% off. These are my 4 top picks for Demi, 40% off. For 3D, Detail Brush, if you didn't get one with your color match, get one of those, and the Blend Brush. Now I will say this, I just got done talking about it. A lot of people have been asking me about the Wash Brush. This is a Demi brush, it will be 40% off. So if you're wanting this brush, the Blend Brush, but you want a better deal and you want 40% off versus I think 25%, okay, you had to leave the Facebook. Oh, good, so we're here. So if you're thinking about the Blend Brush and you're like, oh, I'll just get the Wash Brush because it's 40% off, it's just not the same brush. It's skinnier and longer here. This one you get a little more control when you're correcting. And then here, again, a longer, thinner brush. This is a little more dense, more control. You will be disappointed if you're getting this brush and expecting this brush because they are not the same. So full disclosure, that's what I think. I had somebody in my Facebook group ask about the perfumes. The box is pretty. The perfumes are good. They just don't last. So if you're looking for a perfume that's gonna get you to lunch, it's not even gonna get you to your car. And I would say, and this is what I was just saying, where'd I put it? Oh, if you're gonna go and spend a bunch of money on the perfumes, I would say keep that money and get yourself a bag. I really like this bag for traveling. It holds so much. I threw in, you can throw a primer bottle, a setting spray bottle, a bottle brush bottle, a triple decker palette, and all your brushes and extra stuff that you like to use, your mascaras, your primers, your pencil sharpeners, like you can hold so much in this bag. I would say save your money. If you are a traveler and you like it in your purse, but you want it to be a little more slim, the brush holder is really great. It holds all your brushes. This is what I use when I go do people's makeup. And then you just fold these 2 flaps in. You can set a palette on top and it helps secure the brushes. And then you can just fold it up and wrap it up. So I would say if you're thinking about the perfumes, if you have one you already like that's not Saint, keep with that and get yourself a bag. You won't be disappointed. Okay, I am going to be using, my lip color is my cheek color and it's gonna be with Spellbound. And I am gonna go through and I'm gonna color correct. So I'm gonna make sure this is good enough. I'm going into Aspen first to mute down the redness. And again, I have about probably 10 minutes now. So we're just gonna go through and we're gonna bang this out. If you have questions about things that are going on the sale, I'm using Suede on my hyperpigmentation with the Shape Brush. And then I'm gonna use the Shape Brush also for my main highlight, my bronzer, my blush. It's a good brush. All right, I'm gonna take my balm And I'm gonna put a little on my zit here because it's a healer. I've been super dry, so I'm putting some on my chin. And I'm gonna go under my eyes. Tell me he can't be here by now. How fast was he going? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my under eyes with Demi. That's not Demi, that is my Advent colors. So we're gonna go into Demi. I'm using Y01 and 03. I'm gonna go into Y01 and I'm gonna go into this inner corner here and I'm gonna get this darker spot right here. And I'm only going where it's dark, grabbing it again. And so I have a shadow, which is not discolored. So knowing the difference between shadow and discoloration is key. And I'm gonna put this Y01 in the trough to lift it. And then I'm gonna add some right here for my discoloration. Boom. Flipping it to the fluffy end, we're gonna blend this out. And this brush is 40% off. So keep that in mind. Tell me what questions you have about colors. If you are looking to try Saint, all highlights are gonna be 15% off. So you can get the basic setup for under $100 with a brush. I'm gonna use the fluffy end. I'm gonna go into 03 and I'm just gonna even out my skin tone out here. One thing about Demi is it's gonna change the coloring and it's gonna brighten at the same time. All right, Demi's done. And I am gonna go into my main highlight and I am using the shape brush and I'm going into Athens and I'm just pressing this in. You don't wanna wipe it because you don't want your bristles super stuck together, but these are a little, I pressed a little too hard. So I'm gonna go like this and I'm just gonna very carefully put it everywhere and then work on blending it. Push it into the nose. If you really get them caked together, press it into your hand. I would just say do extra blending and blend it down. I always over apply right here because I start here and go this way, start here, go up, start here, go in. So I always over apply there, but I also like the look of makeup. It makes me feel good. And then over my redness here, boom. All right, we're gonna go and we're gonna go to the detail brush, but let me know what questions you have. I'm going into Cedar and I am gonna go right up here and then I work it in. Across the forehead, flick, 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 down, down, down. Grabbing it again, I live on the edge. We're going above that shadow because look at this cheek and then look at this one. It just has a little more definition. So you go above the shadow. See that shadow there? We're gonna go right up here. You feel like you're putting it on your cheekbone and you are. You're just living on the very bottom of it and you want to underblend this. It's okay if it looks bad. You kind of want it to. But if you're looking at starting out, message me. I'm doing color matches today, but tomorrow, I'm not corresponding tomorrow. You won't be getting any responses from me. If I've missed a response, hit me up again and say, hey, you forgot me. I'm sorry. It's me, not you. I hate saying that to you, but if I've missed something from you, let me know and say, hey, lady, I matter. And I'll say, you're absolutely right. All right, getting the edge of the nose. All right. But if you are looking to start out, the other good thing about having these highlights on sale, get your other winter shade. Get you through winter, buy another winter shade. But also if you know what your summer shade is, get that too and be ready for summer and get stocked up. There we go. I'm putting it on the edge of the detail brush. We're gonna go right here and just define it a little bit. I already had some, so I just need the tiniest bit. Oh, it's a good nose. I'm gonna grab some more and I'm just a little bit and we're gonna go right here and I'm gonna go over my brow and up and I'm gonna mix that into my contour and it just looks good. Oh my God, he's here. Okay, we gotta hurry now. I hear the tables being dropped. Okay, and he's gonna come in and be like, where are you? Because he actually does talk to me that way. Spellbound Frenchie, taking some Spellbound, popping that on. Oh God, now I'm like panicking. And then I'm gonna take Tiny Dancer and we're gonna go right up here. I stole this idea from my friend Brittany who did it on her live and I was like, it looks good. I am gonna use the detail brush. You hear me, you hear the panic and the rushing now? Because he hates when I do these. Going up, going over, but sales. I'm gonna say get your highlights, get stocked up on highlights, get yourself your brushes you've been eyeballing. I'm gonna take this and go on the eye. Ugh, I'm gonna panic now, but I go up, I live on the orbital, we know. But I think this is a great addition if you didn't get this, and then get yourself the blend brush if you've been wanting it. Ship those 4 brushes for the Demi. You definitely wanna grab those. I love this palette. This is my pick. This is my top pick palette. All right, eyeshadow. I need to grab, that is Cupcake. I'm gonna take the blur brush. I'm taking Tangerine, which is orange. It's like a sister to Leo, but I have Leo in a different palette. And I'm gonna pop that way up here. Ooh, I forgot shimmer. I need to do that. Okay, so we're taking Sabrina up here. Now we'll add a little bit of Tangerine going straight out over. I'm gonna flip it. If you do the same application every day, things go by really stinking fast. Taking this denser end, not smaller, denser, going into Cocoa. We're gonna go right here on the outer lid and then rest your face. You wanna be able to rest your face so you know where that fold is to lift your eye and give the illusion you don't have hooded eyes. All right, and then we're gonna flip it and we're gonna blend it. I'm just making sure I'm even pushing up. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Advent colors and I'm going into that purple color. I don't remember what it's called, but it's good. Una, and we're going right out here. Orange, brown, and purple, who knew? And then we're gonna go into this little bronzy color, Legend, right here. They don't have to be tidy. You take that fluffy end, boom, boom, boom. I'm so sorry. He's gonna get some oopsies. I even looked and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But I feel like the brush sale is where it's at. As far as, ooh, Etch brush. That's a good one to get. I love it so much. So I got this wet earlier. I'm just pressing into that Cocoa. And I'm just gonna make a nice deep line to go with my liquid liner. I have a lot of palettes out and I'm using all of them. Getting that line here, getting this line out here to go with that Cocoa, but not as much as that Cocoa, and 1/4 of the way. And you want to leave that middle bare, especially for mature eyes, because it makes them look more open. Okay, now he's gonna come in. You should have seen it. My sister came here during my other live on Facebook. She was a mess. She really wasn't. It was funny though. All right, going in and grabbing my eyeshadow, or not my eyeshadow, my mascara, and I'm gonna put this on. But this is it. I said I was gonna do something more natural, and then I grabbed purple. But it's really a very pretty combination, especially once the mascara goes on. All right, lips. I contoured with my lips. Do you hear all these palettes just getting shuffled around? I'm gonna get right down here, right up here. And then the other day I did this with my inner liner, lip liner kind of a thing. I took my main highlight, I did it on this side, and I got this outer edge right here, and it's my outer lip line, and it just gives you this. It's so good for mature lips because it just tightens them up and it makes them look really nice and youthful. Spellbound. Get that lip line and that inner liner line, same here. It's so pretty. And then I took Tiny Dancer, that pink, and I took Balm, and I put Tiny Dancer here, and then I blended it in with Balm. I'm gonna take my shape brush. I'm gonna stack. We're gonna take setting spray. My friend told me about this, and I've been loving it. Take that fluffy end, and we're gonna set. And you have a little more control over where you put it. This is good when you're in a jam and you're like, I can't be tidy. I have to be fast. And then take that setting spray again, and then press it in again. Longevity, especially on Thanksgiving, when you don't got the time to have the time. And I just got this a little wet, but I'm in a hurry. Gotta go.